Jeremy Lin is currently shooting a career-high in field goal percentage, and a large part of this is due to the frequent pick and roll sets the Hawks run through their 2-point guards, which not only allow for easy shots in the paint, but also provides an abundance of assist opportunities which Jeremy has capitalized on this season. In this video, I'm going to break down one of the more common pick and roll schemes the Hawks run with Jeremy. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to call it the handoff pick and roll, since the play usually starts from a quick pass and pitch back to the point guard. In this first play, Jeremy passes to Omari Spellman, who immediately passes back to Jeremy and rolls to the wing as a 3-point threat. This action freezes Jeremy's defender, and Colin Sexton doesn't see the pick set by Dedmon. This forces a switch, and Jeremy finds Dedmon right underneath the basket. A few minutes later, the Hawks run the same play again, and Sexton is caught behind Dedmon's pick. Because Omari's defender can't help and leave him open for 3, Dedmon frees himself up for an easy alley-oop from Jeremy. Same play in the second half of the game, except it's Alex Len instead of Dedmon receiving a pass from Jeremy. In this situation, you actually want a reliable 3-point shooter on the weak side where DeAndre Bembry currently is standing. In this case, Jeremy forces a pass into Len and it works out anyways, but Kevin Huerter replaces Bembry in this spot later on in the season. We see this same play ran against the Grizzlies, except Plumlee isn't known for spotting up on the wing, so instead he cuts toward the basket after handing off to Lin. In this case, his defender turns his back to the ball, which actually meant that Jeremy could have passed to the rolling Poitras if he wanted to. Instead, he bursts past both defenders for an easy layup. The handoff pick and roll was used multiple times during Jeremy's big game against the Wizards this season when he came alive in the fourth quarter. In this instance, John Wall gets caught up in the pick set by Dedmon, and Jeremy is smart enough to feed the mismatch down low despite the bad spacing provided by Bazemore in the paint. On the very next offensive possession, the Hawks run the same play, but this time Wall calls for a switch on the initial action, leaving Jeff Green to guard Jeremy. However, the pick set by Dedmon happens so quickly after Green gets switched on to Jeremy, he doesn't have enough time to communicate with Markieff Morris on how to handle the switch. As a result, Dedmon actually gets an open cut towards the basket, but Jeremy decides to use his quickness on the slower Morris to find an open layup instead. If the defense elects to go underneath the screen and not switch their big man onto Lin, Jeremy is a good enough shooter to make teams pay, as in this case here against Kemba and the Hornets. This is my favorite handoff pick and roll, which involves all of Atlanta's shooters spreading the floor and preventing any of Indiana's defenders from providing help coverage. Jeremy locks Collison behind him, and Domantas Sabonis is unable to contain both Dedmon and Jeremy simultaneously attacking the basket. It's clear the Hawks have put an emphasis on running pick and roll plays with Jeremy in the second unit, and so far it's paid dividends. As Jeremy continues his bounce-back season after being sidelined with injuries, look for him to repeatedly pick teams apart with the pick and roll.